Okay, good morning students. Welcome to another lecture of our learning R. So today is day 14 and today we will be learning a new concept that is known as data wrangling. So what is data wrangling is it is basically whenever you are using a data set, as you have seen in my previous examples, we have used a data set known as iris. So it is pretty simple database, and whatever you want to access from that database, you can directly access it. But sometimes what happens is that your data set that you are using, either if it is a public data set or even if you have created it personally from private entities or from your experimental results, you have compiled a data set, then sometimes what happens is it is not in the perfect shape or in the perfect columns, or the whatever values are there, you don't want them in the same format. You want them, you want a different kind of format from them. Or if you don't only want the particular data from a particular column or particular row, you just want that some operators should be applicable on that अगर इसमें से मेरे को equal to वाला value निकालना कि I just want only the day of a particular month, then that can be possible with the help of data wrangling. Or if you want to have a data something particular related to that, I need only a value which is greater than some x or y value. If you are using a data set of, let's suppose, a number of months or any natural numbers, and if you want output which should be greater than 4 and it should be less than 6 or it should be equal to 7, and then those data set or those kind of operations that comes under the part of your data wrangling. So it is basically, if you want to modify the content of the data, sorry, if you want to see the modified content from the data set, कि कोई application कोई उसमें operator लगाना है, कोई formula लगाना है उसके ऊपर, and then you want the output, then in those sense the data wrangling is an important concept. So before starting, let's start with a new R script. So before starting, we need to install certain packages in this. The name of the package is tidyverse. So let's install tidy package, tidyverse. Let's try to run it. Okay, it is saying tidyverse is not found. I think there is some error. From here, can we install packages? Yes. So tidyverse. Was there a spelling mistake? No, there was not a spelling mistake. So we'll install it from here. Okay, so it is getting installed, and it will take a couple of seconds, or depending upon the computational speed of your system. Okay, so this tidyverse package has been installed now. Now, as we all know that after installing a package, we need to access it, and the command for accessing it is library, and then we need to give the name of the tidyverse, and let's run it. Okay, so now these are all the various things after you run the command, library command. Now we need to install another package, on which package we will be doing some manipulation. So there is a package known as New York Flight 13. So it is a data set. It is a package which contains the values of all the flights of 2013 year from the New York airport. So let's install that package also. From tools you can install NYC and flight 13. So let's install this also. Okay, so it is also installed. Now let's see what else we can do here. Just type it here, otherwise once you go towards the code, you will forget that what are the packages that you've installed, because you won't be seeing this output. You will be seeing the code, so you won't be remembering that we have installed NYC flight 13 also. Okay, so now it is installed, and then what we can do is we will do some manipulation. Let's create a variable underscore my data, and then we are going to put in it NYC flight 13, and there is this double colon sign, and then we use flights. So there are various options. From here you can choose airport, airlines, airport, flights, plane, weather. So whatever the data you want to choose, you can choose, and we are choosing here flights. Okay, and then we'll try to run it. I'll tell you in a bit what this double column means. So now this is okay. So whatever this function does is now in your my data. So what is the function of this double column? It is an operator which is used to access data frame functions from package. So basically this NYC flight 13 it is a package. So if you want to access the data from this package, then this operator is used. And now what we are accessing? We are accessing the flights data or flight data frame from a package. Now let's see what is there in this my underscore data variable. Okay, so you have what? You have year, month, day, departure time, schedule time, department delay, arrival late, scheduled arrival. So all these columns are there. So this is a complete in the package which is NYC flight 13. There is a data frame which contains these many columns and these many rows. Okay, so let's here try to annotate also our code. We are assessing NYC flight 13 package and flights data frame through column function. Okay, now you can see the head function is running. So now what else we can do? Now let's suppose we want to we want to see a data from a particular date. So let's annotate also here. We need to look data from a particular day or date or month. So what we do, we'll put it as, we use the function filter, and then as you can see here also, if you don't know what is a filter function is a function which is used for data manipulation, and it is it comes under the package Dippler. So let's see if we have installed Dippler or not. When we run this code, तब पता चलेगा कि Dippler is not running, or if Dippler installed नहीं है, then it will ask कि Dippler install करो, अगर install है तो this function will function correctly. So what we are going to put here is my underscore data, and then month if you want the data for a particular month, and then you will use double equal sign because it is for checking that कौन से महीने का आपको data चाहिए. So if you want to data from 10th or it is an October month, then we want the data from a particular day. Let's suppose it is 14th of October. Now let's try to see if we are able to get the data or not. Let's see if it is okay to run it. Okay, so it is running. Okay, so as you can see here, you whatever it is, you are just getting the data from for this filter. But if you want to save this data, you cannot save this data. It's just a display of data. But if you want to save this data, then you have to transfer this content into a particular variable. So let's create a variable of October underscore 14, and then we try to put the same thing inside this. Just copy and paste this, and we'll put here, and then we'll try to run it, and then you can see October 14 is running fine. And if you want to then print your OCT underscore 14, then let's see if we are able to run it. Okay, so here is October 14 data. See, there are so many rows, 19 columns and 987 entries. Okay, so this way you can save this data. Okay, or you are also able to print the data because the values are too much, so they are not able to print here. Now let's see if there is a what we can do if we put the here just now you have seen that once you're running this code, you are only able to show you are only able to say to see the data. Now once you are using this function, you have put the this complete data into a variable October 14, then you are able to save it. Then you are printing this for October 14. Now whatever what if you want to do the both the things at the same time, then what you can do is you will just use October underscore 14, and then you use the square this normal bracket, and whatever is this, whatever the code you want to put. Now you will see that not only you are able to save the data, the data will also be displayed. So okay, let's see, because you will not be able to see it because it is the same variable. Okay, so now October 14, you are able to save the data. Okay. Now another important functionality of R is, apart from using this equal to, greater than, you can also use other functionalities as greater than and equal to. Let's try one. Let's annotate it. We can also use other operators like greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and not equal to. So let's try to see if any of the function works. So let's use it in the same function. Now let's you want less than equal to, okay, and here you only want greater than 14. Let's try to see if this is running or not. Okay, let's try to create another variable for 13, and see, we are getting all the entries for this particular condition. You are selecting all the data which is greater than 10, like you will be requiring data for 3 months. I mean the output of this data will be 10, 11 and 12 months, and all the entries for greater than 14 value or the 14 date. Now other operation that can be used here is also that you can use in R all the logical operators. All logical operators are what? Like your AND, or which will be symbolized by this, not this, this, and NOR. So NOR will be, I think the operation will be exclamation sign, this one for NOR. Now let's see if this thing is working. We create a new variable 14, and then let's try to remove these brackets, and then we use the month. Let's try to do it month less than 10, and let's try to do this greater than equal to. Let's try to run this. Okay, so here is the data whichever whatever this will do. So it is giving is you are creating month which is greater than 10, and you are creating day which is greater than 14. So let's see if let's try to modify it, and month less than, sorry, greater than, you want all the things greater than 10, but all the things, sorry, you want all the things that are less than 10 months and greater than, less than 10 months and greater than 5. Let's see, or greater than 1. So you will be only getting the 1 month value. See, So here you can see, okay, you are getting the values for only month, 2. So you're getting the value for the month, second. And what we have done is we have created the filter for month is less than 10 and month should be greater than 1, or let's do it, month should be greater than 9. Then let's see, you will get only one value, I think, for 1 month. Okay, so there is no data available. Why? Because you are creating a variable function which is greater than 10 and month which is less than 10 and greater than 9. So less than 10 and greater than, it just doesn't make any sense. So let's create an 8 here, and then let's try to run it again. So here you're getting the month value for 9. So this is how you can use different logical operators or different operators, mathematical operators, while using your R language. So I hope you understood today's lecture. I'll see you tomorrow.